Alright, what is going on and welcome back to another video. Today we have got a video based around Fortnite Season 7. Now, as you all know, Season 7 releases tomorrow, and in this video I'm going to be covering a few things that I'm hoping for with Season 7 and a few changes that I would like to see. Now, before I do get into the list, make sure to comment down below what you are hoping for in Season 7. And if you do go on to enjoy the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you are new. But let's get straight into it. So the first one that I would like to see is some more sort of map changes. Now, as most of you know, next season's theme is all based around aliens and UFOs, so I think it would be really cool to see like a UFO themed location that maybe would replace the Spire or Boney Burbs. Something like that would be amazing. I think maybe something like an alien base with like a mythic boss would also be really interesting to see. Maybe we'd get like a mythic weapon that you can get from killing like the alien boss at this location. That would be a really cool like sort of new addition, and especially since it would obviously match the theme of the season, I think it would make sense to see that. We haven't really seen any major map changes in quite a while, so hopefully Season 7 will deliver some more map changes, because we are quite used to this current map and it would be nice to land somewhere different and have different scenery, because it does get quite repetitive, like landing at the same locations and just having a look at the same map. So I mean, we don't really expect too much, not like a complete new map or anything, but like 2 or 3 new POIs that replace some of the current ones would be a really cool thing to see with the next season. And also the return of maybe some old POIs would be cool, even though I don't really expect it. I don't know if it'd really fit in with the storyline or anything. But one thing I would like to see in specific is the return of the block. Now, as most of you know, in Chapter 1 there was a location which was named the block, and it was like a community creation that people could get involved with and submit their location to Epic Games, and if they liked it, it added it to the map. Simple as that. We saw like 10 different versions, I think, or more maybe. But yeah, like if the block returned, I think that would be amazing. Next up then, we're going to be talking about the loot pool. Now, it would be great to see some more fun items maybe getting vaulted, so stuff like buggy bombs, the rift to goes, the balloons, the traps, and one thing that I would really like to see the return of is the ballers. I think they got added in Season 8, and obviously they got vaulted in Season 9 or X, I believe. And I think the ballers were really cool, sort of like mobility, and I think it would be amazing to see those return. And hopefully they do bring something like that back to the game, just to add like a bit more dynamic to the game and a bit more variety with rotation. That would be really good, and it also gives us something to get used to. It's a bit of a challenge seeing like items get unvaulted and vaulted. It makes us have to adapt and get used to the new loot pool and sort of improve with what's currently in the game. So I think that would be cool to see some stuff like that return. Next up, I want to talk about the animals. Now, as you all know, this season we saw the addition of animals in the game which we could eliminate and get meat from and crafting materials, and it's actually been a really cool addition, like the raptors, the chickens, the wolves, the boars, all that type of stuff. And I am hoping next season that we see more animals get added to the game. I think that would be really interesting. Maybe some animals like elephants, lions, gorillas, zebras, giraffes, like stuff like that would just be like so interesting to see in Fortnite. And maybe a feature to like ride them as well would be cool. Like if there was just like an elephant roaming around the map, we can jump on the elephant and just like control it, rotate into the circle. Like even with like customs, that would just be like so cool. So many like different and unique ideas you could do with all the animals. And yeah, I really am hoping we see more of that type of stuff next season as well. Now, another thing I want to mention is something that's long awaited in Fortnite, and I don't know if they're ever even going to do this, but I'm hoping for changes with custom and matchmaking. Now, as everybody knows in the moment, in Fortnite you can enter a code and you can host custom games, which I do pretty much every day. And I think it would be cool to see more sort of like customization features with custom games, because at the moment it's not really a custom match, it's more of a private match, since there's nothing customizable about the game. It's literally just we all load into the same match. There's nothing we can customize. So I would hope to see stuff like a storm sort of control, where you can like control the damage of the storm, like the timer of the storm, like the loot spawns. Maybe you can like choose whether loot is disabled, or the weather, the time of the day, and like a banning feature as well, for obvious reasons, would be amazing in customs. I think like I don't know if they're ever going to do this. It was leaked a couple of months ago, I think in like August or something of last year, and it was leaked in the in-game files of a banning feature in custom matchmaking, but I don't know if they're ever going to add it, to be honest. But something like that would be cool. It would be similar to creative, so when you go into a creative world, you can control the time of day, the weather, like all that type of stuff, and hopefully maybe in the future, even if it's not next season, like in a couple seasons from now, we do see something like that. I think that would be game changing. One final thing I want to go over is more car customizations. We had the tires, which was a great change this season. More things like that would be good. Maybe like we'd be able to add attachments to vehicles. Things like turrets on like the back of the truck would be insane. Like one person's riding the truck and the other person's in the back just controlling the turret, shooting enemies whilst like rotating into the circle. That would be amazing to see. And maybe even like a car mod menu where you can even like, you know, change the color, like the respray, you know, the windows, like just customize it, maybe make it faster, like which would cost gold maybe, like just something like that would be really interesting. Even if Epic Games added like complete new vehicles, like, you know, jet skis, quads, motorbikes, you know, stuff like that, and they could still keep the current ones in the game, they could just add more like different types of vehicles completely, that would be amazing as well. But yeah, that's all the things that I wanted to mention in this video. As I mentioned, comment down below what you are hoping for in Season 7, and if you are picking up the Battle Pass, you can use my creator code CoreyJT123 in the item shop. And yeah, thanks for watching, hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.